Clinical pharmacy practice varies considerably from country to country. How does the organisation deal with this?
And to be, I think that's really why the organisation exists. Really to think about how do we take best practice in terms of the actual practice itself, education and research, and spread that. So we try and do that through our events, our webinars, and reaching out to our members. So two pieces of work that we've done in the last few years. Our education committee led a scoping of clinical pharmacy education across Europe in terms of undergraduate, postgraduate, and continuing professional development. And that highlighted again, reinforced that huge continuum from very advanced practice to countries where there was really very, very little clinical pharmacy. And I think the work that we're reaching out to do with the national societies to think about supporting them helps with that. We just had a call with Nepal, who've just set up a clinical pharmacy society and have approached ESCP to think, how can we support them through that? Maybe some dedicated webinars, things like that. We also did a piece of work around the research aspirations of our members, and we've translated into that to a series of how-to papers. So, how to write an abstract, how to write a paper, how to cite, how to increase your chance of getting research funding. We've just published that as a paper in IJCP. So it's really about reaching out to our members and also thinking that when we run our events, so in Aberdeen we have 20 workshops, we need to make sure that those are not all very, very advanced practice. We need to look at the needs of our members and the people attending the events and have some more developing workshops, sort of middle level, and then some advanced as well. So yes, it is a priority for the society, and it's a challenge for the society. When you deliver a webinar on heart failure management, we have to be aware that we've got people who've done very little clinically, and we might have some very advanced people. How do you meet the needs of those at the same time? So a lot of the scoping work we do with our members on what are your needs and how do we help to meet those.
Now I'd like to ask you about the Oath to Society. What is it and what purpose does it serve?
Yeah, one really important piece of work we've done with our sister organisation, the European Association of Hospital Pharmacists, is that jointly we've developed a document which is called the Oath to Society. And we thought it was really important really to articulate just on a one-page document what, as a pharmacist, and here we are looking at pharmacists, and we are aware we need to do some more pieces of work around students, technicians, other members of the team. But what do you vow to serve? How do you vow to serve? So it's about treating people equally, fairly, with respect, high ethical standards of practice, but then some of the specific bits around what hospital pharmacists, but clinical pharmacists in all settings would do around maybe evidence-based care, promoting safe, effective, cost-effective use of medicines, looking at disease management and things like that. So it's now jointly labelled from EAHP, ESCP. You've got some of the student organisations looking at it, some academic organisations as well. Very exciting. We've now presented it twice at the European Parliament, our first launch, and then it was relaunched this year. We've disseminated it to all schools of pharmacy in Europe to think about using it with their students as well. And very importantly, the launch, it was launched by one of the members of the European Parliament in Brussels. The invited audience was a multidisciplinary audience, and there was a lot of support from medicine, nursing, all the other allied health professions, the patient groups, the advocate groups as well. So that's a really important piece of work, and we're carrying on doing that. That document has now been translated into every European language. It's available on the website, ours and EAHP, and also some non-European languages. So we've got it in Chinese, Urdu, lots of other languages as well. So it's a really important document, really to highlight to people beyond pharmacy how we are serving society.
Clearly an important step for the organisation. And finally, I can't let you go without asking you to say a few words about the upcoming symposium. When is it? Where is it? And what's its main theme?
It's very close to my heart, being in Aberdeen, which is in the northeast of Scotland and still the oil capital of Europe. So it's got very good links globally. The day before the symposium, we've got a masterclass delivered by two members, one who's a member of a research committee as well. So it's a research masterclass focusing on different types of literature review, but how do we properly integrate artificial intelligence into that process of literature review. So as an editor of a journal, that's really important to me as well, thinking where does artificial intelligence fit into the whole of publishing. The conference itself starts the next day. We've got a welcome reception in the old Aberdeen Townhouse the day before the conference, which the address there has been delivered by Harry McQuillan, who's the Chief Executive of Community Pharmacy Scotland. So I'm sure that will be interesting and provocative for people attending that. The main conference itself is around innovation. Innovation in the three pillars of the society: education, practice, and research. The first day, the plenary sessions are really looking at strategy. And we're really pleased, our keynote speaker there is Professor Alison Strath, who's the Chief Pharmaceutical Officer at the Scottish Government, really leading strategy for pharmacy at government level. We then go into some sessions about innovation in terms of pharmacy in different settings. So really looking at primary care, that general practice work, and where's the pharmacy team in that. The second day, we are starting to look at more around education. And then the third day, we're looking at teamwork, and we're really pleased that the president of the UK Pharmacy Technician Society is going to be speaking at that clinical role of the technician and really the team working. And we've also got some plenaries from non-pharmacy people around team working. And we've also got some plenaries on our last day around clinical pharmacy in countries where they have managed to get clinical pharmacy remunerated in Germany, in community pharmacy, and Slovenia as well.
Professor Derek Stewart, thank you very much for talking to us about the work of the European Society for Clinical Pharmacy. That really has been terrifically interesting. And the symposium in Aberdeen promises to be quite an occasion. We wish you every success. For more information about Professor Stewart's work and the work of the ESCP, please visit our website using the link in the description, and be sure to sign up for more news, videos, and journals. For updates straight to your inbox, please follow the link below. And thanks for watching.